as the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 30.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working out of the gun. Love eluding the pressure right. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney able to record his 5th sack of the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Blankenship on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
53, Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He was taken.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts' 42-yard line.
Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, trying to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
On play action. Love to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Colts.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Love, they go play action now. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Benardrick McKinney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Third down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now we're carrying for Mack. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Off of play action, it's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
At the Texans' 49-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play fake. Here's Love. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Colts 13. Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Off the play fake, Love. He's got Burton here. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action this time with Love. Campbell making the catch. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Love to pass. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. 23. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Watson on first down. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson finding Harris over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But their way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Now watch one. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go. 52's the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go.
To throw is Watson. That's caught by Hollister. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Check it out, Reed. First six. Get one. That's 55.
to throw. Watson. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go to the ground again with Taylor. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off play action. Love. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that'll back him up 5. On second down, it's Taylor. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Off the play fake. Love rolling to his left. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz in the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception, Love, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Blankenship out to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Watson off play action. On the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Gary Jennings.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, Love. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Texans take over.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He completes this one to Mack. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the...
Watson looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover. And now Watson throws another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Gary Jennings.
Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Taylor, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
41, Mike.
Love looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you got to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Taylor. He can't get him down. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this one winds up